The 5 strategies recently proposed to the Strategic Marketing Committee, the SMC, have now been critically reviewed. All 5 strategies were found to have potential elements that could be adapted and incorporated into a synthesized solution. The result is a reassembled cooperative 2-stage plan over a 7-month timeline, having the first 2 months dedicated to an in-house preparatory planning and design period, followed by implementation of reparative strategic solutions over the subsequent 5 months. Throughout this informal 5-minute brief, I will graphically review, summarize the overall implementation timeline outlined to the SMC, and I will assume prior familiarity with the details of the recommended strategies in the report currently before the committee. The plan implements the 5 strategies over a 3-phased overlapping time pyramid, having at its base the television, advertising, and communications medium, which we have referred to as Strategy 4. This strategy serves as an underlying catalyst which, at the outset, reintroduces and reminds the customer base of those positive customer experiences that have, as we know, ensured the successful growth and popularity of the corporation prior to the damaging circumstances of the recent operational crises. The underlying highly reliable medium of Strategy 4 introduces a wider array of Pure-Pak products and at the same time offers direct taste experience, thus the motif Taste and See, which consists of Phase 1. We'll now begin to investigate the strategy overlapping over the 3 time phases, and the initial strategy is represented by the bottom layer of the pyramid, and you see it will incorporate strategies 1, 2, and 4 over this particular time frame, which we will look at subsequently. Phase 2 will continue the TV advertising medium. You will see how it is incorporated into the 2nd phase as well. This is the overlapping aspect of this strategy. But now points to the future resealable product image, providing freshness and convenience, emphasizing the longer lasting enjoyment of the product due to its hermetic sealing, new look and feel, ensuring freshness and product longevity. That is Strategy 3, which we'll be looking at subsequently. Phase 3, finally represented at the top of the pyramid of the single strategy 5, crowns this initiative with the singular introduction of discount coupons, providing encouragement and customer incentive to purchase and see for themselves what everybody else is talking about through the advertising medium. The new experience of the Pure-Pak product lines. These phases have been estimated to consist of 8.6, we'll have a look at the time frames, 9.6 and 8.6 weeks duration, totaling 26.8 weeks. So you'll see that the pyramid does not necessarily represent a time frame. It represents the sequence of implementation. But Strategy 5, for example, is of equivalent time dedicated as Phase 1, which incorporates 3 strategies. This is best represented in the following diagram. The color coding of the strategies you'll see as your legend on the right. And here we have a similar time frame representation, including the first 3 strategies represented in Phase 1, 2 strategies in Phase 2, and the final 3rd crowning strategy, which we saw at the top of the pyramid, Strategy 5, in the final phase. You'll notice the color emphasis and the distribution of the colors over the area varies, and this represents the proportion, the allocation of effort that is dedicated to each phase, and Strategy 4 being absolutely essential, critical strategy is represented here in phase 1 and 2, and is even further emphasized for its value in pointing to the product and pointing to the future, which we're going to see with the introduction of the resealable container, which introduces the new look and the new feel of the product, as well as the freshness, the new. Of course, it won't be referred to as a new freshness, but it's certainly going to be implied that there is a lasting freshness to the product as a result of the introduction of the new seals. Perhaps the recommendations are best outlined with this graphic, and I will read the recommendations as a final summarization of this second stage. Phase 1 recommends initiating immediate TV advertising package announcing Pure-Pak's Taste and See marketing plan, followed by a series of brief announcements featuring the new look, taste, and feel of the upcoming resealable packaging. Strategy 1. It would, in this phase as well, would set up and deploy staggered direct experience initiative offerings of Pure-Pak cheese sampling over 3 defined geographic locations outlined in the report, selected from 20 of the 60, that is 1/3 of the best performing outlets pointed to in the television media advertising blitz. That's phase 1. Phase 2, launch Pure-Pak's new resealable container. Strategy 3, represented here, you see, of course, all the time being introduced by the television media campaign. Featuring the freshness factor and conveniences incorporated in the accompanying newly added TV advertising references to the product lines using the motif, new look, taste, and feel of the product. Phase 3, after measurable performance data reveals a durable recovery trend in conformity to the Vice President Finance's stipulations. Introduce a surprise that is not advertised and limited $250,000 discount coupons to cement the lasting restorative recovery trends now confirmed and in place via phases 1 and 2. There is reference to measurable performance data. The consultant has recommended a very simple process model that could serve as the foundation for the planners for implementing what will become information derived from the public user interface through the World Wide Web, web-based internet, via the servers, Pure-Pak's servers, and the preparation of HTML interface forms polling the public's opinions regarding the cheese. This would not be advertising, this would be a collecting of information, and the data would be analyzed, and the results would be documented internally, and they would form the basis, eventually, of the strategies and the emphasis of the strategies, which it is understood are always flexible with regard to this model, as outlined in the report. It will be a pleasure to be able to answer any further questions in person. At this time, this brief summary, we hope, would help to at least underline some of the fundamental elements of the recommendations of the report. Thank you very much.